So, you ready?
Yeah, let's get this bitch rolling.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Work in Progress podcast. I am Daniel and this is Adam.
Yeah, I'm not so Daniel. Fucking. If you're wondering why we're giggling like monkeys, we're just like we're like kind of riffing on each other before we started.
Today, I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on 16 and 17.
Oh yeah, this page right here. This is where the meat and
This is
potatoes begins.
this is the post giant pig explosion.
Yeah, it fucking pops. Yeah,
Yeah, it exploded.
yeah.
And then the main character just, just pops out of it. They're
Yeah.
like, yay!
You know, I showed this to a mate of mine. You know, like one of my IRL friends, and he compared it to. You remember we was
What's
watching Delicious Dungeon, and is it Fionn, the girl they're trying to rescue?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he compared it to like when she like they find her in the thing. Yeah,
They find her in the thing, and then she became something else.
yeah.
But then she rolled around, and then she didn't cause spoilers.
I mean, I'm trying to be as vague as I can. I mean, fucking, you know what? That anime's been out for like 2 fucking years.
She turns into a giant chicken monster. It's fine.
Oh, see that I didn't know about. But whatever. I'm lying. I know about it because of a meme. So you know.
I know about it because of all of the dirty, dirty images on Twitter that people have turned into just this horrible factory of adult content.
Sorry, I'm in the UK. I can't look at that no more. So you know.
You're not in the UK. You're in you're in Spout Springs, California.
I'm from Arizona. Yeah. But no. But yeah, this has been a bit of a funny week. I've actually been kind of violently ill the last couple of days, and it's kind of my fault because I sleep like a fucking moron, which is like not at all really, and then I eat just stuff I shouldn't be eating, but it's all my own doing, so I only have myself to blame. But I'm gonna hopefully whip out that fucking treadmill that's pretty much turned into a fucking coat hanger. Oh god, I nearly vomited in my mouth when I did that. Well, yeah, this is off to a good
cool,
start,
bro. That's really cool, bro.
Yeah. Oh god, that was bad.
So, for the past few days, it's been 38 degrees Celsius outside, so 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Jesus.
And it just today dropped down to 80. So that's like a 20, for us, that's like a 20-degree difference in the United States. So it went from 38 to 26. And I think I might be getting sick from that because of just the insane temperature drop. But then also, I had this giant New York style pizza, and this morning I had the screaming poops.
Yeah, pooperella, yeah. Dude, it's funny. Us when we record on Saturdays or Sundays, it's arguably making me have a more healthier weekend because that would usually be the day I order pizza because it's usually like a one-time thing every week, And the fact that we've been doing it on weekends too, like you making us doing it on a weekend is actually making me not shit my guts out on a weekend. So
See, kids, it all returns to Dookie.
Yeah.
You would think that something that human beings do all the time would be oh wow, that this is an important thing and we should all just get over the fact. But people are so fucking weird about poop. I'm not advocating for Dookie. I'm not one of these weird German fellows. I am a German fellow though, so that's not a great look
you're
right
German?
off the bat.
I thought you were Scandinavian.
No.
No, I'm joking. As you were saying, yeah. But it's one of those things where it's it's part of human nature, and yet whenever we see Dookie, especially if it's other people's Dookie, we're just we're kind of just ugh.
Well, that's a natural response to it causing cholera and disease.
Yeah.
But I just boy, it is a natural oh god, This is gonna start off weird. It's gonna go into something very important, though.
Go on.
This is oh god, I'm gonna sound like Joe Rogan saying this. Your gut biome. It's really important.
Yeah.
It's like the different types of bacterias and enzymes and stuff that are in your gut that actually help you, like, poop.
Mm-hmm.
It also does a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, help your immune system.
Oh yeah, totally. Like, dude, it sounds gross what we're talking about, but it's actually a health advice. So take that.
Well, no, they have like a whole bunch of like gut biome stuff like yogurts and all that other shit. But what I've gotten into recently?
Oh yeah.
It is I drink electrolytes in the morning instead of coffee.
Oh, that's good.
So I immediately wake up after drinking electrolytes because first of all, you're actually like hydrating yourself, and you're also giving your brain, the ability to spark and charge.
That's good, man. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I haven't stopped drinking coffee, but I have done something recently which is a bit out of character for me, which is I don't have milk in the coffee anymore. So bitter.
I mean, that's here or there, but my thing was, I drink coffee after I eat because it makes my stomach really acidy, so it actually helps with digestion.
All right. It's gonna be.
So that's what I've been doing.
It's gonna be the theme of this episode. We're fucked up.
I mean, we're human. A human being is like a car. If you put shitty gasoline in it and you don't give it an oil change, and then you drive it like an asshole, eventually it's going to break down early.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, it's kind of just down to you. But like, God, last night though, my head was pound. Like, I was so bad last night that I actually debated like staying home from work, because that's how fucked I was. But I don't know. But I didn't want to like risk it, especially given what we're getting this month. So, but yeah, no. I powered on through, and sure enough, by the second half of the shift, I was actually pretty gravy. So
Oh, to all of you like camping and backpacking enthusiasts out there, all one of you that's listening,
yeah,
there is a cool little thing that I'm gonna tell you now, and it's a really neat little thing. There is you remember that really like ugly camouflage pattern, that like ACU pattern, which was like the digiprint.
Oh God, yeah, that didn't that like kill so many people.
It looked like grandma's couch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing about that camouflage, right? You can get a lot of the stuff that's in that camouflage color really cheap, and then just dye it greener or tanner, and then it just works.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing about that. I just bought a rucksack, like a used military rucksack, and the pouches that go alongside it for $40.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's bigger than most rucking backpacks, and it has the plastic frame for your back.
Mm-hmm.
$40. Now, when it came to me, it was stinky nasty, so I have to clean it. But a $40 turbo rucksack is pretty good.
That's pretty funny. I could probably tell you last night what I came home and I did the same mistake, which is like stop up and like do stuff. But I was being productive last night, which is rare for me to do after work on the night, And I ended up joining a Discord call, and it was in a server that like barely has people like calling, But there was a guy in there who, when like thieves kind of like justify why they steal sometimes. You know what I mean, right? But like they just
Yeah.
So there's a guy who so I gathered he works at some kind of place that like either like bins old tech or like stores them. So this guy would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to show you what I stole from work today. So I got 2 iPod Nanos. The battery's fried, but that's fine. I also I stole I was it. I stole, I stole this fucking memory stick thing. I stole this. I stole. I'm just like, and I was the only one that was asking him, like, are you sure you can get away with this? And he's like, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, they're not gonna look for it because it's like old technology. And I'm just like, I mean, if you're confident,
you're saying that now because you haven't been caught yet.
Oh yeah, because I asked him that. It's like, are you sure you're okay doing that? Because like you're stealing from fucking work, and he's like, well, I mean, this is all old tech. Because that was the first time I heard about the iPod in a long time. To be fair, but I'm just like, and he's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I saw like an entire like server tower, then they'd be like, all right, where the fuck is this thing gone? But to be fair, again, I was just kind of sitting there, just being like, you're kind of like laughing about this now that you stole these like old stuff and what have you, but like. You're not going to be laughing the moment that someone puts two and two together and be like, where the fuck did that iPod Nano go again? So...
Yeah. Where did Jeremy...
it was...
But here's the other thing, too. Like, you think that you're safe now. There was a Target. That's a big store. It's kind of like Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Target around where we live. Yeah. Where it turns out they had to close the Target. You know why?
Oh, God, what happened?
It turns out that 65% of the staff was just stealing from the store. Yeah. They had to fire. Like, I think the number was actually higher than that. I think it was like somewhere in the 80%.
Fuck me.
They had like 80% of the people in this store. So they actually they didn't just let them. It was like, well, if we all steal, they can't fire all of us. Guess what? They fired all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they fired all of them. They closed down the store and they did rapid hiring to get new people. Sure. If you think that you're like impervious to bullshit, I am very sorry to tell you this. Big business worries about their bottom line, and they will fix that problem quick.
Of course they will. Yeah, it's a fucking corporation business. Yeah, they will get rid of you.
If a guy falls down a ladder into a vat of acid that is also lit on fire and blows up the entire fucking like corner of the store, they will put a sign up and mop around it.
Yeah.
But the moment that products start disappearing, oh boy, heads are gonna roll.
Oh yeah, like I mean, this guy was kind of like, I don't know how long that guy in that call had been doing it for, but it kind of suggested he'd been doing it for like maybe a month at best. But I was kind of sitting there being, because I remember seeing the look on his face because he accidentally like turned the camera onto his face because he was on a phone, and I just remember thinking like, you're smiling now, but mark my words, when the time comes, you won't be smiling.
It's whatever. If he wants to do that, then. Well,
I mean, if you want to be clever,
God, because you know what? If you get fired for like the company is being a jerk,
mm-hmm.
you can find work after that. If you get fired because you were stealing things, that's a rough thing to put on your CV. Like, because that's gonna be on like your record for a long time.
It's gonna be really damaging, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't steal.
Just don't steal. This reminds me, because I have like horror stories about my first job. The fucking supervisor I had, my second supervisor, was a fucking cunt, and he was one of those like guys who was like constantly like to give you an idea, he's one of those like grease monkeys where he's constantly like sweating because he like always like eats fish and chips all day long, which I know there's like British stereotype, but this guy would always like steal. Basically, he would steal like his Sunday dinner every week. And I'm like, oh, you're taking that again? You're taking all this? And he's just like, yeah. And I'm like, why are you taking all that? It's just like, well, that's because I feel like I am taking what's owed to me, and he's like weird justification of like stealing basically like his whole family's dinner for the night. It's just like, yeah, that's cute, whatever.
I take it that in this shot, she's like, haha, still alive.
Yeah. So the top panel, she's like, "Oh, my head! What happened?" And then she sees the guitar. It's like, "Oh, rad! It's the guitar's fine." The band.
You know what? We're gonna do this.
Yeah. So it's kind of like meant to be a bit of a funny scene, which is like, "Oh yeah, baby, the guitar, the banjo's okay." Because if you look at if you look at her right hand, there you go. She's like, but yeah, if you look at her right hand, she's doing like the metal sign, like rad.
Yeah.
Because when I was making this scene, that's good. Because when I was making this scene, I was like, what would I do? Like, what, you know, I'd probably be the type of arsehole that's like, you know, what do I treasure the most? My prized guitar. And then I'm going to be like, oh yeah, baby, it survived. But anyway, you want to say what page you're working on? And I say mine, because I'm doing page 41.
I said 16. I'm just resketching the thing because, you know, art style has improved.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably gonna...
I don't really need to do that much.
Yeah. Just remember that, like, when this gets colored, it's gonna look like the fucking Eclipse reloaded, so, you know, there's gonna be blood everywhere.
Yeah. Just make everything red.
Yeah,
color everything red, and then like have like
just eyeballs.
No, like this, where it's like red from like the blast upwards, like that.
I mean, you could do.
Just have everything just fucking red and chunky.
I like to imagine it's just all red, and then you just like 2 eyeballs of the character. You know, like in like cartoons when they're in the dark, you just see like the eyeballs. Just like they're swimming around in blood, like, hey, you're okay over there? Yeah, I'm fine. Where are you? I'm over here. It's just like 2 eyeballs looking at each other.
I guess like the whole opening where they're like talking to each other and stuff, kind of like, you know, it kind of establishes that the other characters in this are kind of normal, and then the juxtaposition of actually having Hunni Bunni like be an absolute cretin.
Oh yeah, she's like a freak of nature, yeah, compared to the others.
Yeah.
She's fucking insane.
There are gonna be people, if this becomes popular, there are gonna be people that are gonna find this character hot.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, let me put it to you like this: when I was in the early, before I actually started writing the script for this, I actually asked people. I asked people on my Discord's friends list. I sent them a picture of the earliest like Hunni Bunni sketch of her, you know. And I remember I was asking them like, hey, you know, if this was like a manga or a comic or whatever, like, what kind of genres do you think this would be? And like, you know, I already knew what I was going to do, but I was kind of curious to see what people had to say about the character. I had one guy said to me, "Oh, that looks cute, but I'm not into this." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? You're not into this?" It's just like, "Oh no, this like BDSM thing, I'm not into it." It's like, oh yeah, it's kind of like, I never even thought about that. But you know what? That's okay. Because that means people who like that will probably look at that character this way, you know.
We're not even into that. It's just, once again, just happenstance.
Yeah.
That it went that way.
I mean, that's just how it goes. It's like how all the gay people like Dorothy for some odd reason from Wizard of Oz. I couldn't tell you why. It's just a thing. That's a thing.
It's subtext, bro. You see, she's going
super
blah
saiyan.
blah blah. She's going, yeah, she's Dorothy from yeah. She's starting up. She's gonna be like, you could. With my thoughts, I'd be thinking I could be a bigger Lincoln if I only had a brain. And she's fucking, her hair turns yellow.
Oh, dude, the Scarecrow as a Piccolo would be amazing.
Vegeta as the Cowardly Lion. You don't have the nerve, Kakarot.
Who would be the Tin Man? Fucking like Yamcha or something?
No. That or the Tin Man is fucking. the Tin Man is played by Vegeta. That would also be pretty funny.
The Wicked Witch of the West has taken Dorothy, and she has taken the slippers. We must get the slippers back, Kakarot.
Oh no! I require oil, Kakarot.
Yeah, and then they send out one of the flying monkeys. It's basically that version of like Mercenary Tao. It's Mercenary Tao.
Wow, it's hey there, Tin Man. You need some oil? Your skills are looking a little rusty. Fuck you, Kakarot.
Dude, I had a moment at work last night when I accidentally made a character from a book. Well, okay, so I've been reading Christine, the car from Stephen King, the possessed car one.
Yeah.
And the thing that's making me laugh about this book is that all the old people in this book are kind of one dimension so far, and they all say the same shit. It's like, so I was talking to my team leader last night because he reads too, and we get along quite well. And I was just like, man, every fucking old person in this book is like really mean. It's always like, you sonny boy, I fought through World War II. I am a working man, unlike you. I always, it's like, I know these are working class hands, unlike you, who are, college kid. And it's just like, the way I said it, I made every old man sound like fucking Vegeta for some odd reason. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like, what's weird? The book, the movie that John Carpenter did, he made the characters a lot more likable in that movie.
Oh no shit, really? Because like
the only thing that still translates over is how diabolical like the fucking bullies are.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's the only thing that really translates over. Stephen King books are like, I can't believe that. Well, I guess I don't know, like,
books are weird, man.
I mean, I understand that he made a lot of stories just by sheer volume.
Mm-hmm.
And I also know that, like, people read them, but does that make all of his stories really that good?
Oh, I mean, he's actually been critical about a lot of his old stories. Like, for example, he hates Tommyknockers because he made it when he was, like, based on cocaine, So he kind of, like, hates that for the fact that he did it whilst under the influence, But
I actually really... I think you know what it probably is? It's the fact that like his movie, that like his books got turned into movies.
Oh, so like, oh yeah, like last night I found that one book. What was it, like Adapt something? Like, never even heard of that book, and yet that's a film too. It's like, how many fucking films got turned into like how many books got turned into films? I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, they filmed The Stand, and it's like 6 hours long.
They did The Stand as well.
They did The Stand, and it has like all. Dude, Patrick, the in the book, the guy that the mentally disabled guy.
Yeah.
You know who plays him in the movie?
Oh, I couldn't even
the
imagine.
The fucking guy that plays Patrick Star in SpongeBob.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I mean, that kind of reminds me too how like Clancy Brown, who like voiced Mr. Krabs, is in like, was it Shawshank as the security guard?
He's also like the Kurgan in Highlander. So he's like, it's better to burn out than to fade away.
Yeah. God, Stephen. God, that's what like really fucks me up. It's just like
Shawshank Redemption is a Stephen King.
Yeah, that's Stephen King too. Like. Oh,
yeah.
And I love that film. I love it.
Yeah, it's really weird. I think, well, to be fair, like the tradition of taking a book and then converting it into a movie is like a thing since the dawn of time. I mean, for fuck's sake, James Bond is a book series.
Oh yeah. It is still mental to me because what was I going to say? Oh, dude, there's a funny story about Shawshank Redemption. So get this right. There was a one time when Stephen King talked about how he was at a store, and an old woman walked up to her and recognized him, and be like, "Hey, I know you're the author Stephen King. You did a lot of cool books. They're not really my thing. They're too violent for me. I like nice things like that Shawshank Redemption." To which he said, like, "Oh yeah, I wrote that as well." She's like, "No, you didn't." It's just like denied. It's like, yeah, no, bullshit. You didn't write that.
How do you not know that he wrote it? His name is on it.
I don't know. I reckon she.
You would think that the first thing that if you read a 800-page book, if you read anywhere between like a 400 to 800-page book, wouldn't you know who? Because you pick the book up every day.
Yeah.
Wouldn't. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Unless you saw the film, I don't know. But then again,
unless you saw the film and then didn't read the book, yeah, that's a very possible thing.
But to be honest with you, though, man, like recently, given you know how like it's really funny because like 2 episodes ago, I was on this like big I was on this big thing of like I fucking hate video games, fucking books off forever, and I kind of stopped doing that in the next episode, but I feel like I'm slowly going back to that like feeling again because I was browsing through my Steam library and I have like a lot of games on Steam. And I was like, oh, Disgaea. Yeah, this was a series. I might give this a go because I own like 3 of them. And I looked at the reviews on Steam, and all of a sudden the reviews are like really negative. All of a sudden, and I'm like, oh, what happened here? And it was like, oh yeah, they updated the game. It's just broken. You can't play it anymore. It's just like, this
with
is
modifications you can play it, and then it's like, all right, well, how do I mod the game to play it? Oh, you're gonna have to spend 16 hours unloading these pack documents.
Yeah, it's just man.
You're like,
see, this is I keep flip flopping with games now because it's like, yeah, it's a medium, but then some bullshit happens where it's like, oh yeah, we updated the game so that way you can't play it like this anymore. It's just like, well, I can't play it at all now. Yeah, tough shit. We've updated it. It's just
as of the time of recording this, so like that one guy, the pirate software guy, is still like shooting himself in the foot.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But you know what the new internet controversy is right now?
Oh, do tell, because I might be out of the loop on this one.
So, the newest one is for a really long time. So the U.S. government was like, we need to get new weapons for modern warfare because almost everybody nowadays is going to be wearing like level 4 plate body armor, and they're like, these AR-15s aren't really going to cut it. Also, we've had the Beretta M9 for such a long time. For us to keep getting parts to fix the old ones, we could just buy new pistols.
Yeah.
So they did trials for the rifle and they did trials for the pistol. The trials for the rifle got won by like Sig Sauer.
Yeah.
But it's like the American branch of Sig. And the rifle's really cool, but it did have a feature that they're fixing, which was if you slam the magazine in with the bolt forward, you could just like get the magazine stuck in the gun.
Ugh.
So they fixed that, but the worst problem is that they did the pistol trial, right? And this tells you how much like America has for defense. Just for the pistol project alone, SIG was awarded like $500 million.
Jesus Christ.
To do the pistol contract. Here's the problem with the pistol. The pistol is the SIG P20. Or the P320. There we go. This gun, not all of them, but some of them, well, all of the earlier ones were not drop safe, which means that if they fell like out of your holster or something, they would just go off if they hit the ground just right, which is not good. Yeah. So then they made a upgrade pack. See, this is the story. This is the reason why I brought up Pirate Software. They keep denying the problems, and instead of saying, okay, yeah, there's a problem, we're going to do a recall, they're like, there isn't a problem, but you can fix the gun with our upgrade pack. We'll give it to you for free. Ugh. And you're like, okay.
It's not a fucking
and then
video game.
This upgrade pack, the tolerances on the sear on the inside, which is the thing that locks the firing pin in place.
Yeah.
The sear has such low tolerances, it kind of wiggles just enough in the gun to where if the circumstances are right, it can just go off in your holster. Yeah. And just recently, a U.S. airman, so a guy in the Air Force, put it on a table, and it went off, and it shot him.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he died.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and the U.S. government was like, hey, we're not gonna circulate these guns out, and we're gonna recall them ourselves because SIG isn't doing anything about it. And SIG is currently suing the U.S. government because they're like, no, our pistol's fine.
Oh my god, fucking! That's one thing I'm starting to get pissed off too. Is like when companies don't take responsibility.
it's not even that. It's just for some reason, like, people just can't be wrong.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, like the
Because, I mean,
narcissism.
historically, a lot of guns that were introduced had problems. Like the M16 when it came out, like that got a lot of like soldiers killed.
Yeah, it was. They called it the Mattel gun, right? Like nicknamed it, I think.
Yeah, it was just it's because it was just primarily plastic. The problem was is that they cheaped out on the ammo, so it ran really dirty.
Mm.
And then they didn't give them like cleaning kits, or they did give them cleaning kits, but they were stored in the buttstock, and they didn't explain that this gun needed to be cleaned or how to clean it. So the thing would jam. Not only that, another issue was they were like, hey, listen, like the actual recoil spring, there's like a tube that's attached to it called the buffer tube.
Yeah.
They're like, like it needs to be this and this dimension with this and this bolt weight, and they just completely fucked up the entire design of it, and then had a third party company cheaply make them. So the gun was a jam-o-matic, and even ones that did work, like the ones that they like jerry rigged to work, the problem was is that you're still in the jungle of Vietnam, so guns can still jam because you're in a jungle. So when that gun came out, it was a disaster. But then, you know what Colt did? Colt was like, okay, don't worry, guys. We did fuck up. We are going to fix it. And then they fixed it, and we still use that gun today. Like,
it works?
Yeah, it's the M4, the AR-15.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like, but the thing is that they owned up to the fact that they screwed up. That's the thing. Even though, like, they were really pissy about it, they were like, they want all of this stuff changed.
You know,
they were still like, okay, yeah, no, this is killing people. This is killing our own guys. We need to fix this.
God, the fact that like, fucking hell.
All of this allegedly, by the way, because that's just how you have to say things.
Mate, I don't. God, people are fucking. That's again. It's like the narcissism nowadays. I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. Like something's gone wrong. Like, I will say one little thing about Pirate Software is people. So whenever someone pretty much, I mean, let's be real, he's pretty much turned himself into a lolcow by his own design. So I don't really care necessarily.
Yeah.
But what's really funny is people have been like doing a bit of digging because he claims like, oh, I'm a game developer, I worked at Blizzard, blah 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 blah. I think the Blizzard thing might actually be bullshit because I think at best he might have been like an intern or something. But not only that too, people actually looked into his skills as a developer, and I think it was described as a guy fresh out of college at best, in terms of skills,
So I know about this. A few people have opened the code to the game that he is
quote unquote
developing.
Yeah.
And
it's yikes, yeah.
So there's a thing called if then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the character has this in the inventory, then other characters will comment, and then you write code for the comment when that if then. See, the thing with his code though is that he has a lot of if thens for nothing happens. You know what you do if nothing happens? You don't need to write an if then. You just don't write anything.
Because nothing happens.
He has so much bloat code of if thens that do nothing.
Yeah, but you know what? If you mention that to him, he'll just ban you. Because, oh, that's another thing too. So people in his server, in his Discord server, are actually trying to help him by saying like, you should probably recommend doing this, and he's always like that attitude's like, why would I do that? And then what he'll do is he'll ban them. But on his streams now, did you know that he actually has a counter for how many people he's banned now?
Wow. What a sane thing to do for your career. Dude, this is a guy who like in a year went from no subscribers to like like a million subscribers.
Mm.
He got so popular so fast, and that's a gift. Okay, like I anything bad that you can say about him, one thing that he is really good at, like at least when he was starting, was like marketing himself and getting him out there.
Yeah.
I won't take that away from him. The problem is that he's really good. He's really bad at his own personal PR.
Yeah. Yeah. And God,
If anything, that's the biggest problem with him, because almost every single one of these like little controversies could have been avoided if he just owned up to them. Because then it'd be like, oh yeah, that's funny. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, DSP, Dark Side Phil Gaming,
mm-hmm.
he masturbated on stream by accident,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh shit! Oh no!" He got banned for a little bit, and then he was like, "Oh, you guys are being assholes." Eventually, he realized, "Man, you know what? I'm gonna suck the wind right out of this." So then he just like sold T-shirts of his O face.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
he just sold T-shirts of his like oh like.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not saying it was good because he's still also like just as dumb in like in his own right too, you know. But
Yeah, but
still.
the fact that, see, the internet, even though like a lot of the times it won't forgive stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like the thing is that if you acknowledge it and say that you fucked up, what the argument is going to be like, oh, this guy, yeah, but like he fucked up. Yeah, it's like, yeah, but he owned up to it, and you're like, well, I can't really go further from that. If you constantly deny it and say, no, you're wrong, you're an idiot, and you're
Yeah.
actually a fool for this, people are going to like constantly dog on you, because that's what bullies do. If they know they can get a rise out of you, they're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah, and that's Thor's problem. Is like, oh, and not only that too. In regards to like the banning thing. So, and sure enough, this also resulted in a ban as well. A guy in his server said to him, "Hey Thor, I don't know if you realize this, but like the fact that you've added a ban counter is actually gamifying the fact that people are going to get banned. So this is actually going to attract more and more people." It's just like, well, this is a point. The point is to let people know that.
Wait a minute, he has a ban counter?
I just told you he has a ban counter.
No, wait, no, I just thought about that. The,
So you said
so
the
the
other
developer,
guy? Yeah.
the developer of the Yandere simulator, there was because he would ban people so much that people would actually speed run how quickly they could get banned on his Discord,
Yep.
to the point where the guy himself, like, made a ban counter. And then another thing that he ended up doing was he what's it called? He had this thing where you had to have credentials that you even like downloaded the game to even get into his server. So if you didn't do that, you would just immediately get banned.
God.
Yeah.
Can I just say real quick, and I don't want to sound like that guy. It's like I predicted it, but like I knew from the sound of his voice that this was a very weird man to begin with.
I saw a few of his things. I was like, wow, you know what? That made a lot of sense. But then I started seeing a lot more of his videos, and then I told you this. I told you I went to one of his actual streams because a lot of people were talking about him. They're like, I really like this guy. He says a lot of smart thing. So I was like, okay, well, let's. I'm going to go and actually watch one of his streams. So the thing that made him popular were these YouTube shorts. So if you record, or like if you stream for 8-9 hours a day, and then take like 10 minutes and turn that into 10 1-minute shorts, if you curate the smart stuff out, you're like, okay, yeah, this is a really smart guy. But when you actually watch his stream, 90% of it is him just sitting in his chair, like kind of just playing a game silently, or he'll be talking about like ferrets. Bear in mind, he started streaming because he wanted to like develop his game, and like he doesn't he puts more money into his, like, he talks more about ferrets than he does about his actual video game.
Wait, hold on a second. Are we talking about Yandere or Thor? Because Thor's the one with
I'm
the
talking about
ferrets.
Thor. I'm
Okay,
talking
Thor
about
this time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm talking about Thor.
Yeah.
So it's like, because I was watching, I'm like, why the fuck is he talking about ferrets? So turns out he like has a ferret rescue or whatever, a ferret
Yeah.
farm.
Yep.
See, my thing about that though is like, I thought this was like a video gaming thing and also like a intellectual whatever thing, and he's talking about like how one of his ferrets has no brain, and you're like, okay, question mark.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's helping out animals, I'm not gonna fault him for that, but it's really weird that you're a video game streamer and you're just like talking like obsessively talking about this shit.
Can I just say, I've only ever known one person in my life that was like had a ferret, and outside of that, I don't even know people that have fucking ferrets.
I know somebody who has a ferret.
Oh yeah, do they love it?
See, the problem with ferrets is that their urine smells like pretty freaking strong. So if you have ferrets, your house has a very particular odor.
I've also heard too that like when they bite you, you have to like use something to actually get them to pry themselves off you.
Well, they're like badgers. They're kind of in the same like badger weasel. It's more of a weasel.
Yeah.
So like that one like weasel that like kills like cobras and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's from the same family of that kind of shit.
Yeah. I just
it's like finding out that like the dachshund was a hunting dog, like the wiener dog.
Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. There's no way.
There was a hunting dog, and you know what? They're fantastic hunting dogs, because if you're hunting like a fox or something, that thing will dig into the fucking earth like a fucking turbo drill.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, fucking. It's really funny. Like, we know a guy who is into like Thor. Like, he actually like unironically watches Thor and he like supports him and everything. And funny enough, he's also the type of guy who is very confident in his own bullshit. And it kind of makes me wonder if it's like that kind of person that attracts that kind of person.
What, being full of yourself? Yeah,
being full of yourself, but also just fucking factually wrong.
I mean, you know what's really sad too?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've been friends with this guy for a really long time, and like we've also like gotten through like COVID.
Yeah, we was in a little like circle. Yeah,
as a group, we got through like COVID and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and those were really good times. The problem is that he's so into himself, he's not even gonna watch this.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna say his name. We're not that mean, but like.
But he's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. It's not something that interests me. So not even like, hey, could you at least subscribe to the thing so that way we can like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do. If I'm not going to watch it, I'm not going to subscribe to it. I'm like, dude, we're your fucking friends. Like, what the fuck are you? What? I mean, I don't really watch your art that much, but I.
The thing that
I subscribe to you. Like, what the fuck?
The one that really like brings my piss to a boil, and this is also one of the reasons why I'm kind of just iffy on games now. Well, it's not because of him, but like, he's big into like Overwatch and Blizzard, which funny, fucking pirate software. But like, what I thought was really really funny is he'll do this thing where he goes on and on about like cosmetics in games, because like it's common now to like have fucking like Fortnite fucking cosmetics that you buy now.
Every game has it. I mean, shit, the games that you play have it.
Yeah, and the thing is like he'll rattle on about, oh, the skins cost this much money. It cost me like, it set me back like $50 getting this skin for, I don't know, Doomfist or whatever. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I got I was I mean, I don't do as much now because I got priorities in life, but I'll be like, oh yeah, a mate of mine brought the Hulk in Fortnite, but because it's like human proportions, he looks kind of weird, because it's like a big bulky head, but like bulky body, tiny head. It's like, and then he'll do this thing that really pisses me off, where he will say like cool, which is basically him saying, I don't really care what you have to say. It's like, motherfucker. So I don't care what you have to say.
Something. Yeah, but you have the courtesy
Yeah. I mean, the word that comes to mind is the word I'm not going to use, but still, it's just like,
Well, no, it's do you have the I mean, yesterday,
oh, was you talking
yeah,
to?
like this is people being really ignorant. Like yesterday, I had a guy come out of the woodwork to talk to me, and he's like, "Man, I'm really like down and like angry because like one of his like friends came from out of town in order to go see him, but then ended up hanging out with other people and then ghosted him."
I mean, it's unfortunate.
But like that, they're if you have a previous engagement with somebody, or if you're in a conversation with somebody and they are giving you the benefit of listening to you, the least you can do is reciprocate that.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Call me old fashioned, but
Oh,
I'm
guys.
not I'm not a particularly religious guy, but like get treated treat people the way you want to get treated.
That's not even a religious thing. That's just common decency.
Yeah, it's the golden rule.
So did this guy? Okay, given what you just said, did this guy kind of like brush off what you had to say then?
No. He was talking to me.
Oh,
No, he was
okay.
talking to me about what like some other guy did.
Oh, okay then. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. I see what you're getting. Yeah. Okay then. But yeah, I'm getting really tired now. I do generally think that the idea of like maturing is becoming. The idea of being a mature adult, I think, is either a thing of the past or it's like changing, or like it's just not a thing anymore. Because like, I mean, like like when I told you how I looked at that like shitty iDubbbz video, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm too old for this shit, but these guys are probably pushing 40, and they're doing this like silly shit on camera. I'm just like,
We are putting absolutely way, 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 way too much stock in like games and entertainment. It's funny coming from a guy that is working on a comic,
yeah, but I
but
mean,
I think that there is a level of like entertainment that exists that it's just oversaturated, and because like instead of going like I'm gonna make like I'm gonna go become a carpenter, or I'm gonna learn how to like fix my car myself,
yeah.
people are just like, I don't have time for that. So anyways, I'm gonna do this World of Warcraft raid.
Yeah, that's actually something that's like starting to piss me off too. Is like
I don't
the
have time.
the irony. Like I remember I was talking to someone and I said to them, "Yeah, I've been reading this book. Do you read books?" And they were like, "Yeah, no, I don't have time for that." And this person I was talking to, he had like a live stream on his TV, and he also had a second live stream on his phone, so he could watch two streams at the same time. And I mean, it's one thing if you're not into books, like that's one thing, but it's just like, you don't have time. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, baby. Oh god, that's the money shot right there. Oh fuck yes.
She's gonna be covered in viscera, you fucking creep.
Yeah. Someone will like this.
She's gonna be covered in fucking viscera. That's so fucking gross. This is probably gonna be a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like we're kind of like no names right now, but like I know what I'm gonna do when I advertise. When this thing comes out, it's like close to completion. I know what we can do to advertise this. Don't worry.
Oh, we're gonna definitely make merchandise. That is a fact. That is a thing that is going to happen.
Oh, don't worry. I'll explain it off camera because it's gonna be fucking funny when I tell you. But yeah, man. But honestly, though, like if this does get picked up, like whether it's gonna be now or like 20 years when we're dead, like I just know for a fact that there's gonna be scenes like this that are gonna like stick it. Because again, like you get like think about all those like YouTubers. It's like, yeah, I've been looking at this comic called like The Elf Quest, Strikes Back. I've never heard of it. Let's have a look at it. Oh wow, this thing came out in the 80s and no one's even heard about it. Look at these visuals. Look at these visuals. And it's just like, even if this doesn't like pick up now, I just feel like that's gonna happen one day. It's like, oh, what's this Hunni Bunni thing? Did she just explode?
You just make something new, because I feel like so. This is a paradox, right? I forgot what it was called, but it's people don't want things that are new because they're really comfortable with what they want. So like, let's say that I the trend is zombies, right? So everybody wants to make zombie movies. And then like other movies don't really do that well. Here's the thing though. Like eventually, like let's say before that, people were doing like psychological like thrillers. If everybody does a psychological thriller, eventually people get bored because the only movie that you can watch is a psychological thriller. So then one guy makes a zombie movie and everyone's like, "Oh, fuck yeah, that was really good." But then everyone's like, "Oh man, I really want another zombie movie." And then like they make a sequel, and then they also like other companies want to ride off of the success of that, so they make their own zombie movies.
Yeah.
And then like the third and fourth and fifth generation of that, and then so. And then everyone's like, "I hate zombie movies," and then it's like, "Hey, we're gonna make space movies now." Everyone's like, "Yeah, space movies."
I mean, it happens with video games too. Like, the biggest thing right now, well, I say biggest thing, it was not that long ago, is Battle Royales, and it still kind of is. But then before that was, funny enough, zombies, so...
See, the only way that you can actually get something new... the only way that you can actually get something new popular is to make it and put it out there.
Yeah, there's no other way about it, just make the fucking
because
thing.
People don't know what they want until they have it.
Yeah.
Because people are like, "Oh man, I don't need like an iPhone. Like I have a telephone and I have all like I can SMX on my like, cell phone. Like why the fuck why would I ever need something like that?" And now everyone has an iPhone because it just is actually the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, I mean, here's the thing, say one about Apple and Steve Jobs, but like the fact that like he looked at a Walkman, which had a CD in there, and he's just like, I'm gonna figure out a way how you don't have to like carry around a CD everywhere to listen to music, Like he did it, like he fucking did it.
How many songs can you carry around with that shit? All right, well, I have a little booklet of CDs, so probably like 100 songs. I'm gonna make a device that has all the songs, all of them. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, and he did it. He won. He won
and
that.
It's going to be a phone, and it's also going to be a TV, basically. So
yeah, and again, say one about Steve Jobs and Apple, but he fucking did it.
Yeah. Have you seen Apple headquarters?
No, but I'll Google it so you can get my live reaction.
I want you to Google what Apple headquarters looks like. It looks like the fucking lair to a Bond villain.
That's Apple headquarters.
It looks like a giant it looks like the Devil's Donut. Yeah.
It doesn't help too that like the inside of it looks like the bit where the villain will like walk Mr. Bond through, be like, Mr. Bond.
Mr. Bond, the entire center of this death donut is actually a nuclear missile silo.
That's a well, I guess that you could say that. Fuck, what would he say? Fuck's sake.
But why would you nuke anything? Who said anything about putting a nuke in it, Mr. Bond? You mean to tell me that you have a nuclear silo, but you do... Ah, Steve Wozniak, of course. he fucked around with laser electronics. You deemed to shoot things down with a turbo laser. Yes, Mr. Bond. But what? You're gonna take down all of America's satellites and replace them with your own. Yes, and Apple stock will grow 50,000%.
Mate, I cannot believe...
It's not hard writing a Bond movie.
It kind of it really isn't. Like, oh, by the way, size comparison to the Pentagon. It's arguably bigger, but, I mean, in terms of girth, I don't know.
The Pentagon is like the biggest, like one of the biggest buildings in the United States. Not because of like height or anything, but because of actual building mass.
Yeah, so it has more building mass than the Apple Park, but the Apple Park like is actually longer in length.
Once again, length and actual like rooms is two completely
different things. Yeah.
Because the thing about the Pentagon is that it has like. Because it's tiered inwards, so there's like building, and then in the center is like a little tiny like area, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so So like this thing, like it's just a lot. It's like the biggest office building ever.
Oh mate, I got something to show you since we're talking about like Bond villain buildings.
And just recently, a podcast that does like like stuff for like troops and veterans. They recently managed to get into the Pentagon to like do one of their podcasts to actually talk to like high ranking military personnel.
Oh yeah.
And they are the first people in history to drink alcohol in the Pentagon.
No shit.
Yep. They were the first people to ever do it.
That's insane. Hey, since we're on about like freaky looking buildings, can I show you a building that I actually saw with my own eyes when I went to Spain? This building is the tall. Okay, so in Spain, this is the tallest like flat building, but it's also the fifth tallest in Spain. Check this shit out.
Oh, an M shape. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it fucking like if fucking Spain had a supervillain, I'd imagine this would be his headquarters. Like, also that middle bit.
It's so ugly in comparison to the other buildings. It's like so out of place.
It is. But the thing I find funny is, if I got my facts right, that like middle bit that looks like a fucking drill. I think if I'm right, I think there's actually a swimming pool within there. I could be wrong though.
That's crazy. India has one of those, but it looks like a. They made it in the shape of an elephant.
Dude, I think India also has like the biggest fucking statue known to man, which is like a guy, like I think it was like a monk guy or something. It is huge. Like, it just looks like a giant in the distance.
Have you seen like the Soviet version of the Statue of Liberty?
No, but I'll look it up right now.
It's like this it's this Russian Revolution statue. It's like this really big lady just like holding a torch, but like the wind is blowing her. It looks really cool.
Oh, that looks ice. Oh, Mother. Wait, no. It's Mother Ukraine. Is it Mother Ukraine?
I think it is. It's one of those. It's old. It's an old statue. It's like Soviet era thing.
Is a Soviet era statue in Kiev. Okay, so that explains it. Is it the one where she's holding up like a shield and a sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. That's gravy. What the fuck?
That one's really cool.
Yeah. Oh my god, from a distance when you that's the thing that always like I find interesting about statues is like when you see it from like the ground, like that one right there.
Oh, it's really spooky when you're standing like at ground level because you're just like, "Oh god."
Let me show you the tallest statue in the world because when you see this you're going to be like, "What the fuck is that?" Statue of Unity. Yeah, this thing is gigantic.
Hopefully you edit all of these in, otherwise.
Oh yeah. This I actually enjoy doing this. This is currently the tallest statue in the world.
God, that is just like a photorealistic guy looking at you. What the fuck?
It's here in freaky.
Oh my god, those are people at the bottom. Holy shit, that is a big statue.
Yeah. Like it, and not only that too, it's like so detailed that it just looks like a giant is in the distance.
God,
that's probably the. Sorry.
You know what? Oh god, the people who think that giants are real.
Where are they then?
I don't. Have we talked about this before? I feel like we have.
We might have touched
either
upon
on the podcast or not.
We might have touched upon it.
But like. So like Machu Picchu, right? It's the
terrorist. Oh yeah, we talked about this. Yeah.
There's going to be a day and age in the future, like where the public record or something disappears, like the AI one or something, and there's going to be humans that are like, this is a statue of an actual giant.
I mean, dude, fucking given what my country's like right now, they're probably going to erase everything. So
there's probably people who already think that.
Probably. I mean, here's the thing: like, if you can have like a cult of personality, I'm sure you can have people believe that giants were real.
If you have a cult of personality, you could like, here's a fun thinking exercise. What is the dumbest cult that we could create?
Probably one that worships snails or worms.
That's.
I feel like it has to be something that's like really
It
insignificant.
needs to be something that's really stupid, like really, really dumb, like like a cult of like the Nintendo 64, and like we actually make like a crown out of like the upside down controller.
So what you're saying is you just want to be a Nintendo fan?
Damn, you got me. Let's see. No, there has to be something. There is something to this. We'll get back to that topic.
All right, you know what? We're actually going to have some audience participation. We want you in the comments, the 5 people that watch this, come up with the dumbest cult thing you could think of.
The dumbest cult idea.
And whoever wins will put it in the comic. No.
No. Whoever wins will make the cult, and then like after the Doomsday Prophecy, you get to be the first to have some Kool-Aid.
Oh no! You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna make that cult, and then like in part of the insignia is gonna have like Hunni Bunni in the corner, as in like one of the founding apostles or something.
Oh god!
Oh no! We are not officially affiliated with any cults of our creation.
Unless we can get a Nike sponsorship, in which case,
oh yeah, we'll take any sponsorship.
Yeah, like that one space cult. The
Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, we'll take a Nike sponsorship. We'll be fine.
Yeah. I will say, on a serious note, I did watch that Mad Lads video about the family one. You know, where all the kids looked identical.
Ugh, that's yeah.
Yeah, and
cults
like
cults are bad.
Yeah, I mean, we're joking right now, but
hot take: cults are bad.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: we're joking about it, but like we are mature enough to know that they're bad, you know. Because like when I listened to the family one, like I was like, I think I fucking like pounded the desk because how angry I was that the woman got away with it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. A lot of the guys either like get away with it, or you know they don't end up living long enough to actually like
get
arrested. You know.
Well, she unfortunately lived long enough where because she was also really manipulative. To give you an idea how manipulative she was, she knew what to say and how to play the victim, as well as she went out of her way to burn all the evidence that these like kids were stolen. And to this day, a lot of those children never found their families because they just have nothing to like track them down.
Yeah, dude, the fucking like the 70s and 80s, like if you just removed like documents, like for instance, you know the Iran Contra scandal,
yeah,
where like you know we wanted to give like Nicaraguans weapons,
yeah,
but then you know it turns out that the Nicaraguans were using you know drug smugglers in order to get the weapons in.
Yeah.
And also like drugs to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, Pablo Escobar was also connected to like this like communist group.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, they could do this like raid to burn down all of the documents in like the Colombian courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did, like first of all, that worked. They got rebels to attack like a Capitol building to destroy all of the Pablo Escobar files. But then also because like so going back to the Iran Contra scandal, the way because the government still wanted to sell weapons. So what they did was they sold the stuff to Iran and then had the stuff through Iran to the Contras. Yeah. So that's why it's like the Iranian Contra scandal. This, like the way that they did it, was actually treason.
Oh no!
And like bad treason, and they got away with it because Oliver North, the guy that was Oliver North, the guy that was the fall guy for it, had during the court proceedings. So he said, "Yep, we did that. Yep, we did that," and then. During the court proceedings, he had his secretary just shred all of the files. So he admitted it on television, all of the stuff that they did. But because all of the files were destroyed, he got away with it. And like he wrote books and was also like a part-time anchor on Fox News.
Right. Yeah, I remember because as you were like saying this, I was like, wait, isn't this Ollie North?
Yeah, it's Oliver North. Like that that stupid, like, what was it, American Dad thing? That's not a joke. That's actually what happened.
Dude, that Ollie North thing in American Dad is like one of the, like, for a comedy show that's like, you know, it's kind of like just like stupid like humor. Like that's probably the most insightful fucking thing you could ever do. Like it's like, you know, again, it's kind of played up as a joke, like Ollie North. It's like, yeah, no, this is like this is real. It's so
it goes to show that if you have millions and millions of corrupt dollars, you can get away with like horrible, heinous things.
Oh yeah, for real. I was just putting up for later. But yeah, no, like I am getting, the older I get now, I'm just like, yeah, no, you get rich, you just get away with it, simple as. And you can't convince me otherwise at this point.
Not always. It depends, but for the most part, you can get away with like, I mean, tell you how far money can get you. Like, this is a little bit too dark for this, but like,
I mean, I could edit it out if it's too much, but we'll see.
yeah, like, you know the guy Rick James?
Oh, the singer?
Yeah, the funny haha, like the
I'm Rick James, bitch. Yeah.
I'm Rick James, bitch. Yeah, you know what's fucked up about Rick James?
Yeah.
So he and his like future wife kidnapped a lady, put her in a sex dungeon for like 2 weeks. Thank you. Put her in a sex dungeon for 2 weeks, and then like they got like caught and arrested.
Mm-hmm.
He only served 2 years.
Christ.
He only served 2 years, and you know what's fucked up? When he got out, he did it again.
Well, yeah, because he probably knew he could get away with it for the most part.
That's like,
yeah. Again, like, I am convinced if as long as you have money, you'll be fine for within reason.
Yeah. Well, the main reason why is because if you're a famous person going to prison, you go to famous person prison, and
Yeah.
the reason why it doesn't really have to do with like the main reason why is if you go to regular prison, it's filled with, you know, hard criminals, and they are going to, like, you know, take you hostage basically, and
Well, yeah,
you know, they're going to extort your family, so that way, you know, it's like, well, if you don't give us like $1 million, we're going to just kill him in jail. You're like,
yeah. Yep. God, that's
that Jordan Belfort thing made your head spin.
It did, yeah.
Because we watched we watched The Wolf of Wall. We watched scummy business movies for a while.
That's the one that pops in my head, yeah, because at the end of the film, like, he didn't even, like, not only was he only in jail for like 2 or 3 years, it bet he made a dent in his like money as well.
I had to pay $23 million fine, which is like less than 10% of what I made, and you're like,
yeah.
ah.
He's a scumbag. He's a piece of shit, but he won.
Yeah, because like in the movie, he's just like, okay, and then he's like, and then I finally made it to prison, and I forgot that I was rich, because then it just cuts to him like at like the fucking like
the conference
exercise yard with like the tennis court and shit.
Yeah, and like he's actually he's actually kind of having a good time just in prison, because it's just like, to him that's probably just him on holiday at that point, just for 2 years or something.
You know what's even crazier than you know how like life is stranger than fiction? Do you know who his cellmate was?
Oh, you told me this before. Oh, who was it? It wasn't like Ted.
No, it was fucking Tommy Chong.
Oh, who the fuck's that again?
From Cheech and Chong. You know the weed movies?
The weed people?
Yeah, Tommy Chong was like Jordan Belfort's cellmate.
Can I say real quick? I never knew those people existed until they made them characters in Call of Duty as operatives you could buy. So yeah, fame. That's just fame. You know, you could just And what let me guess, was it drug related? He was in prison for?
Yeah,
No, who would have thought? And
he was selling these really awesome fucking bongs, but the government didn't like that, so the government basically kind of did like an entrapment scheme
Yeah.
where they ordered it, but then they had it like go across state lines
Yeah.
in a state where it's like illegal to like transport it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like for some reason the box opened up during that transit,
Oh no.
and that's how they got him. So they kind of screwed him on that. Even though like his entire character, like as a celebrity,
It's just weed, man.
is doing weed, like I don't understand that. Some people get like absolutely destroyed on drug charges, and yet like Snoop Dogg is famously known for smoking weed to the point where he does it at fucking interviews.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's his character too, yeah. Like, funny enough, another guy that was in COD for like 3 times. It's all weed themed. Like, and, if we did it, we'd get penalised. I mean, then again, it's different in these states now, isn't it? But, like...
For the most part, like, even in states where it is illegal, like, cops really don't care.
Yeah. It's
the only time cops really care is if you have, like, an insane amount of weed on you.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you're, like, distributing. So they're basically just stopping you from, like, selling it.
By the truckload, yeah.
Yeah, but like the motion for it to become just legal everywhere is like in this, like, to put it into perspective, the state that I'm in, it's illegal.
Yeah.
But you can buy like weed gummies at smoke shops, and the way that they get away with it is because it's like, well. Delta 9 THC is the one that's found in marijuana, so this is technically Delta 8.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's literally the same. It's literally the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing, but like they don't care so much that they're just like, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Yeah, but again, like fame, money. I mean, here's the thing. Snoop Dogg is a brand.
I can't even do weed. That's the fucked up thing.
What, health wise?
No. If I smoke, I've tried it before, but when I smoked it, it gave me like a horrible allergic reaction where I was like I was like having almost a seizure.
Oh God.
And then I was like, okay, maybe that was like a bad batch or something. And then I did it again with a completely different one. I'm like, okay, same problem. Can't really smoke it. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to like fuck around with the gummies. I fucked around with the gummies a little bit. Here's the problem with the gummies though. And this is the thing that I've noticed. The day after I take the gummies, I get really bad depression.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So it just got to the point where it's just like, oh no, I'm not gonna fucking do this.
Yeah, nope. Weed is not in the cards for me, baby.
Yeah. Mate, like, can I? Okay, this is gonna be like more of a funny topic.
Well, I'd say, like, just real quick though, like, just save what you're about to say, but like, it's a medication, right?
Yeah, medicinal.
It any drug is a medication. Here's the thing though, if it doesn't work for you, or it's you're taking too, like, it's a medication. If you take too much of something, it's gonna fuck you up. Or if it doesn't work for you, don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple as. But But what I was gonna say was, and this is gonna be more of a funny topic. Do you have that? Do you ever have those moments when you was a child where you smelled something weird and it was the same smell you always smelt every so often, and then you realize what that belonged to? Because that was me with weed. Like, oh yeah, disclaimer, I never smoked that. Disclaimer, but sometimes you'll be walking outside and the car would drive by and it like reeks of the shit, and like as a kid I'd be like, what is that smell? I don't know. I don't really like it, and then like. I would smell it, and then I'd smell it again, like once a week, and then I would also go to a certain place with people that have that smell, and then when I realised that was like the smell, I was like, it was like almost like imagine like a film reel, like all the memories of that smell just like play back to me, just be like, that's what that smell was. It's fucking weed, You know,
It's your come to Jesus moment. Oh my god.
it's weird. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because you could go anywhere and you smell it. Like I went to
You mean to tell me
college.
you mean to tell me that the beautiful done nothing wrong ever like the British Empire does drugs?
I mean,
There was Oh my god, that's a movie we should watch.
which one?
We should watch Gordon Ramsay's cocaine documentary.
Oh, he's the one with drugs too.
He did the one with the shark fins, but then he also did one with cocaine and cocaine usage in like the restaurant industry and England in general.
Oh yeah.
And like he's like, it's dawned on me that I am catering to like rich people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes with like one of those like test swabs into the bathroom,
Oh God. Yeah.
and he just swabs like one of the stalls, and it's like, oh my god, it's in this stall, and then he goes to the next stall and the next stall. He's like, every single stall has residue of cocaine on it, every single one of them.
That's mental. Yeah, God. You know what my favorite Gordon Ramsay thing is so you know how he has like the one where he goes to different restaurants and like they're fucking shit tip, like disgusting.
Yeah,
There was also another one where he does hotels, and I think that's actually more. I think that's just as bad because the thing with the hotel one is like, so he'll have like a little machine. It might even be like the same thing that you kind of just talked about, where he has this little device where he's like, okay, so this device picks up on bacteria. So if it comes up as 25 or lower, that's fine. If it's like 45, then it's a bit of a concern. I just swiped the wall of this hotel room. It came up 800 in terms of bacteria levels. It's like that kind of thing, you know. I mean, I'm kind of paraphrasing because I can't remember the exact numbers, but basically, imagine like the level of bacteria concern, but like 15 times bigger than what the minimum worry is.
do you know where one of the highest levels of bacteria are in your house?
What's that?
Your towel bar in the shower,
Yeah.
the thing that you put your towels on.
Mm-hmm.
Think about every single time that you have cleaned yourself, wiped yourself off, put that towel on there. How many times have you actually cleaned that bar?
That's it. Oh, ooh, yeah.
Now that I said that, you're like, oh fuck, what?
Yeah, we should probably clean that.
Yeah, like a lot. Like it's the one place where you think it would be clean, and then you think about it for a moment, and you're like, actually, you know what? I don't think we've ever fucking cleaned that thing. What the fuck?
I mean, there's certain things that you go about in your day-to-day life where you just use it and you don't really like handle it in a sense of like, yeah,
Towel rack.
towel rack. Yeah, you just use it. Yeah. God. I mean, you could also say the same about like the fossil, the tap fossil. Like everyone touches that thing whether you've washed your hands or not. But yeah, that's actually a funny food for thought right there.
God.
You know what? When I'm looking at this page right now, I'm starting to debate whether we should colour this like right now to like get people's heads turning.
Okay, I got you, homie. There we go.
Now make it 3D.
There we go.
Yeah.
Make it 3D.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Okay, fine. I'll make it 3D. Hold on.
Yeah, it has to be like the red and blue 3D. There we go.
It's 3D now.
God, that was a time period.
Oh, Anaglyph 3D. Yeah.
Dude, I remember getting...
even if you got it to work, a lot of movies just didn't utilize the ooh, it's coming at you.
And the ones that did suck fucking donkey balls. Oh my god, can I show you probably the cringiest 3D glasses I ever used?
Yeah.
So you know the Sly Cooper games?
Yeah.
So Sly 3 being Sly 3, it's like, well, it's number 3, we're gonna put 3D on. Let me show you the 3D goggles this fucking game. Well, actually, the game was good, But like, there are parts where it's like, okay, Sly, we're gonna go into this place. We need to use these like optical goggles, and you use it, and it does kind of fuck all for you. Like, why?
So Spy Kids 3D. Oh god, these goggles.
Yeah.
Those look bad. You know which goggles were actually really good?
Mm-hmm.
Were the ones from Spy Kids 3D. They came with the DVDs.
Oh wow, look at that.
The thing about the movie though is that they gave your eyeballs a rest. So every single time that they basically said at the beginning of the movie, whenever people are inside the whenever people are actually inside the video game,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you put your 3D glasses on. And then to give your eyeballs a break, because these things strain your eyeballs really bad.
Yeah. Take them off.
They have shots that are outside of the 3D world where like scientists and stuff are doing things where, you know, you take them off so that way your eyes don't go, ah!
That's clever.
Yep.
I mean, shitty film, but that's clever.
And then Spy Kids 4, it was 3D and also had smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Yeah, I'm good, fam.
That's where you get like a scratch and sniff card. And whenever it's like, whenever you see the green dot, scratch the green thing and smell.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm good.
And a lot of it just smelled like diarrhea.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, not only that too, but think about years from now when you got that fucking DVD sitting in your shelf for 20 years. It's going to be rank as well.
Oh, no, it was for the theater only.
Oh, I was going to say, fuck me. If they distributed that, that'd be a fucking hazard.
You know, it would be real. I don't think people like take it into a consideration, like, because people are like, oh, what if you could add smells to things? Because they actually did like a nose thing for like VR.
Yeah.
People don't take into consideration how bad most movies would smell. Did you see Raiders of the Lost Ark? Did you see how sweaty, nasty people were in Indiana Jones in general? Do you really think that you want to smell this movie?
Oh, I can add to that. I watched Texas Chainsaw recently when we had the biggest heat wave in a long time. I could fucking smell the BO just looking at that film. It's like, yes, this is exactly what I want to smell when watching a movie. Exactly what I want to smell.
Well, not only that, like, the actual location smelled bad because a lot of the taxidermy was real.
Hey, you know what?
The bone chandeliers and shit. That was all like real.
You know what? The moment you said about smell-o-vision, you know, it popped to my head. Give me a sec. I'm gonna DM this to you.
Oh yeah, if we do another Kickstarter campaign for this comic, if we go to Kickstarter instead of Indiegogo, we're gonna be releasing it with smell-o-vision.
Oh yeah. There's a scene later on that let's just say would definitely benefit with smell-o-vision. You know.
Yeah, I just realized that we basically have a part in this where she skibbities.
Does she? Oh yeah, she does.
Yes, she does.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're gonna wait for people to see that though. We're not gonna go too deep into that right now.
Well, she does go deep in that, but
oh hey, it's a GIF. So when you talked about smell-o-vision, this is the two things that popped to my head.
God, it would smell so bad.
Oh yeah, like, okay, imagine playing any war game, and it doesn't even have to be like the most violent war game. Do you fuckers realize what that would smell like if you had
It would smell like just outside of the smell of corpses, just like the diesel fuel. Like, also, like, you know, as a guy that has a lot of family members and friends who went to the Middle East, you know, the first thing that happens in a war is that you bomb the infrastructure. So there were stories of chocolate jelly rivers of dookie going through streets. So you have the smell of war, the smell of dookie, the smell of like gasoline from like all of your trucks. And then also, like, you know, for the most part, they had the burn pits at the base. So instead of like having like a trash mound, they had like, they burnt all of their garbage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Like, because like the more I think about it, like, metal. Not only that too, like you said, like shit smells, and then you also got to keep in mind like animals roam the world, and then that could also have a bit of a foul smell of itself. Okay, let's
Yeah,
think.
and there was a company that made, and you know what? It was a really slick looking model too. It was like a smell-o-vision for VR, and it had like integrated like capsules
Oh,
that you can like change out for different games. Like they were actually going to develop smell-o-vision for games,
I'm good. No, 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 no.
and I was like, oh my god, that would be awful.
In
Could
before.
you like outside of all of this? Could you imagine what a Resident Evil game would smell like?
Oh God, yeah, that'd be awful. That'd be awful.
Especially like the first person ones. Could you imagine going through that like mansion, like that like southern mansion in
I,
Biohazard?
oh, you mean number
It would
seven?
it would it would smell like a Biohazard,
Oh, yeah, number seven with the Baker family. Yeah.
dude. That opening scene would like because everything is rotted.
Oh, yeah. Wait, it's like the ghost explorer people. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's just like that lady is like it's good.
It's good, dumb son of a bitch. Get him. Yeah, it's just like, oh God, there's just shit everywhere on the table. It's so disgusting. And you want to smell that?
Yeah, no, smell-o-vision is like the worst.
Yeah, if there's one thing I don't want invented, it's smell-o-vision. Or then again, I guess it technically has been invented, so fuck me, I guess.
Outside of like dark stuff, could you imagine watching Pumping Iron but with smell-o-vision?
You just like smell the bo.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
just
you smell the BO and the testosterone while Arnold's like every time I do a pump it feels like I'm coming.
feels like I'm coming. It's like I go on stage, I'm coming. It's like coming with a beautiful woman. I'm coming. I'm just coming all the time.
And then you're like, why is the smell-o-vision starting to smell sweet? What the
God.
That's horrible. I apologize for
No,
the one listener. Watch, this is the one that not only gets popular, this is the one that our parents watch first.
Yeah. That or like someone that or like some like crazy animator discovers it and he like animates the conversation.
Could you imagine?
Imagine if you will, a smell-o-vision.
Imagine, if you will, a world of sight, sound, and even like really gross, stinky smells.
Imagine if you will, Silent Hill, but you can smell it.
Silent Hill would just smell like butt because like it's based off of like burning coal town.
Burning Coal Town, and then like you get to the actual like demons. It's all like symbolism of like his sexual repression or something like that.
Well, it's all based off of like the movie Jacob's Ladder and like Clive Barker stuff.
Yeah, speaking of which, you recommended that film. Is that the one where the guy has like hallucinations because he's like a war veteran?
Yeah.
I need to watch that. That's a film I've been avoiding for the longest time because it looks too freaky even for me. But I kind of want to see it.
Just don't watch a review because it will spoil the ending.
Okay.
The ending is like this awesome fucking reveal.
Gotcha. But yeah, man, this has been honestly though. This has actually been a really good podcast. I mean, we talked about
How? You're talking about Doogie for 90% of it.
this smell-o-vision the episode.
You know what does smell good though? My wife brought me a chicken pot pie, and this chicken pot pie is one of like the Chef Gordon Ramsay frozen ones. We saw them, and we were like, "Oh, we're gonna get some like frozen food because we can't be fucked to cook."
Yeah.
And we picked them up, and his fucking frozen food is delicious.
Nice.
So,
What have I been doing?
yeah, Dookie and frozen food. Y'all take it easy.
Actually, yeah, that raises a question. Let's see, how long we've been going for? An hour and a half. Jesus Christ, this was a long one.
Yep.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking stinking. All right, take it easy, guys.
All right, then we'll smell you later. Yeah.
That's horrible.